What if the universe isn't just a collection of stars and dust, but something alive, something aware? What if everything you see, every planet, every particle, even you, is part of one vast mind, thinking itself into existence? This isn't fantasy. It's one of the most controversial questions in modern science. Let's begin with what physicists already know. When we observe reality, it changes. Not metaphorically. Literally. In the quantum world, particles behave differently when measured. They can exist in multiple states, until you look. Then, suddenly, the wave collapses, and one reality becomes real. This is the observer effect, the mystery that shattered classical physics. But here's the question almost no one asks. What is doing the observing? Your brain? Your consciousness? Or something deeper? Something that existed before brains even evolved? Some scientists now believe consciousness might not come from matter at all. It might be the other way around. Matter might emerge from consciousness. That idea has a name, panpsychism, the theory that consciousness is fundamental to the universe. That everything, from atoms to galaxies, contains some spark of awareness. If that sounds insane, remember this. No one has ever found a place in the brain where consciousness begins. We can measure thoughts, emotions, signals, but the awareness behind them is invisible. So what if the brain doesn't create consciousness, but simply channels it, the way a radio channels a signal that's always been there? If that's true, then consciousness isn't inside you. You're inside it. Let's zoom out. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. Yet, from the beginning, before stars, before life, quantum particles behaved as if they could sense being watched. As if awareness was built into the very fabric of reality. Some physicists, like John Wheeler, took this idea seriously. He called it the participatory universe. Reality, he said, isn't something that exists on its own. It exists because it's observed. The universe needs observers to exist. And you, right now, are one of them. But what if that observation works both ways? What if the universe is also observing you? Think about this. Your atoms were once inside stars. The iron in your blood was forged in a supernova billions of years ago. So when you look up at the night sky, the universe is literally looking back at itself. Through your eyes. Through your mind. You are the cosmos, becoming aware that it exists. Now here's where it gets even stranger. Neuroscientists have discovered that the brain doesn't experience the world directly. It creates a simulation, a mental model of reality built entirely from electrical patterns. In other words, you never actually see the universe. You see your mind's version of it. So if your mind is a simulation, and the universe behaves as if it's conscious, then maybe reality itself is the dream of a larger mind, one vast field of awareness, experiencing itself through infinite forms. This might sound poetic, but new research is starting to take it seriously. Studies in quantum cognition, integrated information theory, and complexity physics are finding that consciousness might be a mathematical property of reality, not limited to humans at all. Even systems like galaxies, ecosystems, or entire networks may show signatures of awareness. In other words, the universe might be thinking, right now. But if that's true, what is it thinking about? Maybe that's what existence is, a thought so vast, it takes billions of years to complete. From our perspective, time is a straight line. From the universe's perspective, it might be a single, timeless thought, unfolding into galaxies, life, and you. So what does that make you? A byproduct of chaos? Or a neuron in the cosmic brain? Here's a chilling thought. When you die, your consciousness doesn't end, because it was never truly separate. It was part of the same field that animates the universe. Energy doesn't die, it transforms. So maybe awareness doesn't vanish. It simply shifts perspective. In that case, the universe isn't just aware, it's immortal. And maybe that's why so many ancient traditions said the same thing in different words. That everything is one. That reality is mind-made. That we are not in the universe, we are the universe. The more science looks, the more that old idea stops sounding mystical and starts sounding logical. So next time you look at the stars, remember this. You're not looking out into space. You're looking in. Into the vast, living awareness that dreamed itself into being and called it reality. And if the universe is conscious, then you're not just a part of its story, you're one of its thoughts. But that leads to a question science still can't answer. If the universe is a mind, who, or what, is dreaming it?